1 hour, and they were hot. 3 hours is brutal.
We had Tatanka in about a week ago,
Yeah.
a week and a half ago, and he was telling us the young talent doesn't respect the legends like yourself. Because you are a legend now, right?
Well,
How do they approach you when they see you in the locker room?
Most of the guys are real cool to me and real
I
respectful.
would think they would be.
You know, because
To you.
yeah,
To you.
I mean, that's how I came up. You know, there's some guys you like more than others as a fan, but I was respectful to everybody. You know, been thanking them for laying the groundwork. Like, doing what you did allows me to make a good living doing this. And I always looked at it like that. Plus, a lot of guys you're like a fan of. Like, holy cow. You know, I remember the first time I saw Killer Kowalski in the back. I was like, holy shit.
That's Killer Kowalski.
And I remember Triple H was, he trained Triple H. So they're traveling together. And they're sharing a room. And I had to go, bro, does he sleep with that brutal wig on? and he went, and Paul went like, yeah. And I went, oh. I said, you can't say something to me? He goes, I don't know what to do. You know, like Paul was really shy and, and like, I don't know what to do. You know? I said, bro, you'd be doing him a favor. Tell him it's brutal, But, it's really cool to see the old timers in the back and stuff. I mean,
Tell us how you broke into the biz.
I had been lifting weights and trying to get big, because my goal was to be a pro wrestler.
Trying?
And I lived in Orlando, so. And I used to go to some of the shows in Orlando with my buddies and stand by the railing and go, like, when different guys would walk by, like Billy Jack and stuff, guys would walk by, superstar Billy Graham, I walk by and I go, how do I look? They go, man, you look good. Like, I mean,
Were you bigger than Graham?
Well, at that time, I mean, and at his peak and me at my peak, I would say he was bigger.
Okay.
But he was taking a boatload of stuff, and I was taking what the doctor gave me. But
What was the doctor giving you?
well, back then in Florida, steroids were legal.
Yeah.
So I was 292 before I ever took anything.
Really?
I was really lucky. The guys who schooled me and the guys that I lived with, in the gym, you'd see guys growing up and getting bigger, and I'd be going like, wow, like, look at him. And there you could buy him in the gym. And I was going, and the guy trained me, about 10 years older than me, and he went like, no, man. He goes, let's keep an eye on him. Easy come, easy go. Like, you blow up, then you go off him and you shrink, and then you start feeling so horrible you don't train at all. You don't even go to the gym.
Well, there's a difference between Scott Hall and the AWA. I mean, you were super jacked then.
Right.
And then when you come to the WWE,
Well,
I assume you're still juicing, right?
No, they drug tested.
So you just stopped.
Yeah.
But you're still a big guy. It's still held on.
The whole thing is, to me, I was about 280, 285 in the AWA. I'm 260, but as long as everybody's off the gas, the big guys are still the big guys. I mean, it's still 6'6".
So tell us how you break in. Okay, you've gotten big enough now.
So
how,
now I
how does this
go to
happen?
shows and I stand there, and I got involved in a really traumatic. I was working at a strip club in Orlando and got involved in a shooting there. And so to me, it was like, okay, like, this is evil. I can't be here anymore. And I've been talking about this wrestling thing. I moved to Tampa. I didn't know anybody, but I knew wrestling was there somewhere. And I just went looking for wrestling. I joined 5 gyms in Tampa to find out where the wrestlers worked out. Then I finally found out, and then slowly. I remember
Who gave you the break? Like,
the first
this
contact I
way.
had with anybody in wrestling was I was in a Publix grocery store. I'm looking at steaks, and Barry Windham walked up next
Barry
to me.
Windham.
And Barry's looking at steaks, and I remember going, I said, wow, I did the old I don't want to bother you thing, but I'm a big fan, and Barry Windham. And I'm a big dude. And at that time in Tampa, they had college football. They had the USFL, Tampa Bay Bandits. They had Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And then they had pro wrestlers. There was a lot of big muscle heads in Tampa at that time. And he goes, man, what do you do for a living? I said, man, I'm trying to get into your business. And I was working out with a famous Japanese wrestler, Hiro Matsuda. And he trained Hulk, Paul Orndorff, Lex Luger, and I. And he said, oh, F Hero, he'll just have you doing Hindu squats all around the building, which was true. Hero has a record for doing 10,000 Hindu squats. It's like just free body weight